Welcome
to Film Shapes,
the podcast.
Good people give ear, since times are so hard. My song to the poor, it doth pay some regard.
Morning, fellas. How are we?
Good.
Roly's here again. How are you?
Very well.
Great. And today, making his debut, it's Cheeky. How are you?
I'm good. This is a new experience for me.
Great.
This is, yeah.
So, guys, today we're going to talk about Peterloo. Now, this is a Mike Leigh historical drama based on the Peterloo massacre in Manchester in 1819. Now, I'll just give a little rundown of what's going on here. Like a peaceful protest of thousands of people about parliamentary reform. It turns into a bloodbath when the cops and the army wade in with their bayonets and sabres. Now, 18 people were killed, hundreds more injured. It could have been, probably should have been exciting or even interesting, but
it was. Oh,
go on. Yeah, what do you reckon?
It was informative.
Is that the best you can say?
It was plausible.
Yeah,
It was mildly entertaining.
I don't think it even got that far for me.
Not at all. Not even mildly.
No.
Ooh.
I thought it was dull, pretty slow, really hammy, strangely hammy and overacted. And for the actual topic, it should have been more. It should have had more point to it. And people are not going to watch this. People are going to get irritated by it. I don't know.
So this is what worries me about this episode, because I think we're all going to just trash on it a bit, and there's going to be no alternative point of view.
Well, when you guys rank, I mean, I haven't done this. This is my first foray into podcasting. Could possibly be my only. I'm not sure.
Let's see.
But I was, when you called and said you guys were going to watch it at 10:30 a.m.
Yes.
On I think it was a Monday.
Wednesday. I think
Wednesday. Mm-hmm. As I watched this film, I thought to myself, the pain of that encounter in the cinema. I was trying to work out if that was as bad as being at Peterloo itself. Than having to endure sitting in the cinema at 10:30 in the morning.
There were no sabres.
I mean, how it got to a screen that big. I mean, I don't know, but I mean, I'm sure. Were there many people there? I was interested. I never found out from you, but
no, there was not a lot of people,
including you.
No, there were about 3 other people, I reckon.
Well, when the most unique experience was, I've never been in a cinema before where your mate gets up and adjusts the air conditioning. Shady decided it was too hot. It's like, I'll fix that air
conditioning. Couldn't do that at Peterloo, could you?
You
couldn't adjust the air conditioning at Peterloo.
No. I had to get up twice, didn't I? Because I made it too cold. Yeah,
it was good.
Yeah. But yeah, that's
right. You knew where the unit was.
I just guessed. I found
Not bad.
Yeah.
The door.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't fun. It's 2.5 hours, and you can feel every minute ticking by.
So I was
it
thinking,
was in your favourite cinemas too.
The lounge room in Leaderville, the shitty share house lounge room.
Love Luna.
Love Luna.
But those cinemas, you got to fix those ones.
They're a little pokey.
The ones at the back. I mean, when we saw First Man there.
That's the wrong size screen for that, isn't it?
It is really. But hey, that's cool. They got screens. At least they're running films.
Yeah,
cool.
That's true.
I'm not going to diss on that.
Yeah. So what did you think when you saw it, Cheeky? Peterloo, this is.
Well, I was at home and I watched it, and my first thought was, fuck, these guys saw this at the cinema, man. Ouch.
He's watching the film, thinking about us, watching the film.
Worried about you.
Thanks.
Thinking, fuck. And then you said, can you watch it and we'll invite you down for the chat.
Yeah.
And I'm here now.
Yes.
And I'm thinking, fuck, and then they picked this. Now, for me...
Yeah.
Please.
Fuck, like they're running around. The kid. I mean, he's going to die 5 seconds into the fucking thing.
I'd agree. Yeah, he's set
like
up,
he's got a target on his head.
Yeah.
By the time we get to the back end, I mean, probably mild spoiler alert here.
Oh, we go for it on this. Don't worry about spoilers.
Well, it's good to say.
Yeah, thanks.
But, yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, fuck.
Why do we care? I know why Mike Leigh cares.
Yeah.
Because he's a Manchester
Yeah, yeah.
local.
Those Manchester cats.
And so, you know, the story is really important to him.
Yep. He's quite
fair enough,
left-leaning fellow as well.
Yeah, and, you know, makes a good point, makes some good...
That's the thing. It's an important story.
Well,
It's
shit times. It's sort of going, hey, check this out. Shit times.
Yeah, look at the fucking cops and the magistrates acted in those days like proper cunts. And, yeah, sure, we can have sort of...
but I'm not sure he didn't leave much room for movement there either. With the cardboard cutout magistrates.
The upstairs
room.
I
heard one suggestion of how what they could have done to make the film better. You know how there was like 10 magistrates or something? Mm-hmm. Just have one. Narrow it down. Don't have so many characters.
I reckon there was 10.
Well, that's all right. I think
historically,
and
yes.
Did you read the Wikipedia?
A little bit of it, yeah.
Have you read the Wikipedia about the Peterloo Massacre? It's the fucking script, dude. It's like old mate lifted it from the Wikipedia. Like, it literally reads the same as the film, unless...
Yeah, well, he's been faithful to it.
Extremely. I think up in that room where
but the Wikipedia
boys
doesn't have the evil laughs and the...
Jesus. Yeah, those actors were pretty damn awful.
There's no nuance.
No, but that's how those guys were in the day.
Well,
maybe we don't know
they
that.
They had sideburn chops,
sure,
and they drank sherry,
and they were all assholes.
It was all sherry,
100% of the time.
And maybe the dialogue is pretty accurate. But did you think they all talk like this? I didn't think so.
It's your classic 18th century arsehole with his glass of sherry, I suppose. You know, like that's how they roll.
Yeah,
old Henry Hunt. I was a bit more hopeful when he started to have a bit of nuance.
Henry Hunt, he was quite a cunt. That's an old song. No, it's not. I made it up. Though,
right.
Just then. But I think Henry Hunt, he was great.
That would sit nicely in the film. Yeah.
I don't know. I thought it was interesting when he wasn't as nasty as you first thought he was going to be.
He was a showman.
You know, he was trying to. Yeah, he was the showman. He was trying to stop the violence, though.
Yeah.
And you know, I thought, this is going to be. There was that period of the movie where it actually felt like, this is a little bit more interesting, just leading up to, you know that something's bad is going to happen, but...
Yeah, but you're supposed to be... I think what they wanted was, what Mike Leigh and his writer wanted, I guess, was to build up to that. It was about 2 hours of build-up and about 30 minutes of massacre and slight, like, post-massacre. They wanted you, I think, to get some emotional attachment to the characters. I couldn't give a shit about these people. That dickhead kid who at the beginning in France or somewhere in Belgium maybe, doing at the end of the Napoleonic Wars
on the horn,
standing around, looking around, blow my horn now. That's terrible. I mean that's TV style acting.
You're being a bit harsh though.
Am I?
Well, I thought that was quite a long shot, that first one.
He was fucking. He was dead from the start.
He had to get that right, and those squinty eyes and things.
I didn't like that's poor acting, though.
They're trying to make you feel sorry for him, and then when he gets fucking speared, or bayoneted, I should say.
I mean, he's suffering from shell shock all the way home, but I just couldn't.
Well, they all did, didn't they? Yeah. There's a lot of that going on in the film. Well, you know, that was the time.
But the guys, this reminded me of...
It's like the whole film for 3 hours or whatever. Fucking go, that was the time then.
It was very long. It was very long. Would it have worked better as a TV series, Cheeky?
Well, imagine enduring 8 episodes of fucking that.
May have. If they'd had less need to be historically accurate and maybe a little bit more drama or entertainment.
It's informative. I mean, you know, if you want to find out what happened, I mean, it's pretty accurate. Mm-hmm. I mean, it seems extremely accurate, very accurate, like the Wikipedia. Like maybe old mate had a little read of the Wikipedia, then made the movie. Yeah. Did old mate do that?
He probably wrote half the Wikipedia.
I'll just go through Wikipedia and have a look for a film idea.
Yeah, I don't know.
Fair enough.
I wanted to like this. That's why I chose this. I thought, Mike Leigh, Massacre. Okay, should be good fun.
It's pretty heavy-handed.
He's a great director. He's just really pulled a turkey out of somewhere.
What's his other flicks?
He's done Naked, Secrets and Lies.
Okay.
Okay. Happy Go Lucky.
Okay.
And Raha Poppy.
Okay.
No?
Right.
Okay. Vera Drake.
I'm sure these are all pretty good.
These are all very good.
Yeah,
Mr. Turner with Timothy
I might have
Spall.
seen a couple of these, but I can't remember.
Now, him and Ken Loach are kind of, bastions of the British film industry. I think he's done himself a disservice with this one.
He sort of reminds me of the New School cat that made, what's that film again? Dead Man's Shoes.
Oh, yeah. I
He
know the
made
guy.
he made the Skinhead movie as well about the young skinhead kid. This is England.
Oh, Shane Meadows.
Shane Meadows.
Yeah, right.
Fuck, he makes great films.
Yeah.
He reminds me of this guy a bit.
Maybe he
Just in his
would have done a bit better.
style.
Yeah.
I don't think he'd have a crack at
Yeah,
this.
it's too old for him. Yeah.
Don't know. Maybe he would. He's
A lot of critics seem to like this, though.
I haven't read any
Yeah,
of
I
those
was
yet.
reading.
Okay.
The Guardian liked it. Which is possibly unsurprising.
The Guardian had its birth around
In
that
that-
massacre. So
Well, it did actually.
Manchester
didn't it? That was
Guardian.
actually
Yeah.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
actually really. I think
That
it ties
is
in.
interesting, yeah.
It ties in actually. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but the name, the way the journalists came up with the name at the end, that's interesting because I think the government was actually, they quite liked the name because they were comparing it to Waterloo.
oh, okay.
You know, it was I think, from what I read about it, was that the government actually
good press.
almost pushed that on, because it showed that they weren't going to put up with, these rousy troublemakers.
malcontents. Yeah. Okay.
And and the biggest fear at the time, of course, was that the monarchy would be overthrown by the people.
Right. Yes.
So anything they could do. That's why they were so scared.
Now, every time
That's
you
why it
mention
happened.
something, I think of all those rank performances. And this is a guy that played Lord Percy in Blackadder. Did you notice that guy? Tim McInerney, who's playing
is this
that
the Duke of-
Prince Regent with a
yeah,
fucking
yeah,
clip
yeah.
in his mouth and his blood.
Oh, okay, yeah.
What a turkey! What a crap performance!
I didn't realise you disliked it so much.
Oh,
And I
really?
think-
It-
I
What
think-
did
I
you
think-
think of the colours and stuff and the actual the shoot?
Oh, that worked all right. I mean, yeah,
the riot,
I
the
mean,
shooting of the riot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That was
just
good.
Just the,
that's fine. Yeah, that's not the issue. I think it's just
a lot of work. I mean, fuck. I mean, I'm here we're talking about a film, but it's hard to diss a film a bit when you think about how many people work on them and shit.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I mean?
true. Yeah.
You sort of like. It was well. I mean, it's well. For me, it's well shot and stuff. But You can't diss that. It's a bit cliche, and the kid dying was easy to spot. Like when you saw him get bayoneted, you're like, "Fuck, I saw that coming."
Yeah.
Fucking hell, how long? That whole feel sorry for someone, watch him die thing. You know?
Okay, but I don't
Don't
think it's.
worry, mother.
I don't. He'll be all right. See the father. Look, I don't. That's all right. All that sort of that's fine. I just think it was badly made as well. This is unusual.
right.
Really surprising. Well, okay, those three dudes who were talking it up with their bombastic acting style. Those three, I don't remember their names.
The blokes upstairs, the money.
young fellas with the hats, and they take their hats off. And,
Oh,
yeah.
liberty or death.
The
Yeah,
hardcore
shit.
revolutionaries.
Yeah, they looked a bit like now cunts, really.
Right. Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
like the hipster guy.
Right. Hipsters.
Like the hipster guy with the beard losing his shit.
Yeah.
And he
Yep.
gets really excited. They were actually three guys, though. They were real, based
Yeah.
on real dudes.
Were they?
Yeah, they were three real guys that were run around stirring trouble.
Well, and
because they were the ones that got imprisoned.
Yes,
Yeah.
but that's the point. What happened after that? We don't see them again after they are put in those
I
prison
think they got
cells.
fucked up.
Yeah, killed or
I don't
arrested.
know.
We don't see what happened to
Wikipedia.
Hunt. We don't see what happened to everybody who's arrested there.
I read about Hunt.
I mean, is that
and stuff.
important?
Yeah.
Hunt went on and did a bunch of shit.
You read about that
Hunt
though, but
would
the
have
film
been-
didn't tell
yeah,
you
no,
anything
just
about it.
not.
Yeah, well, the film really focuses on that one event, doesn't it?
Yeah, and that family, I suppose. Yeah.
But it's probably trying to do it with. It hasn't really got a proper focus. I don't.
Maybe,
think.
maybe
None of the characters, as you say, you don't really relate to them.
Maybe
and
if you lived in Manchester,
No.
maybe it's a very localised film. Like if that happened here and we watched a film about it, there'd be a lot of interest. Maybe it doesn't export well. The film, you know, maybe if you live in Manchester, you'd
Well,
be
look-
like, "Fuck, this is an important
Oh,
film,"
So also,
and you know the place, and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
for people in our part of the world, maybe that it's so it's a massacre, one of many around that time. How many people died? 18?
18.
Not that many. How many people died in the Pinjarra massacre? How many people don't know about that from overseas? More people died in the Pinjarra massacre than died at
Well,
Peterloo.
that, you know, like and a film. I mean, that would be full on. You know?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think he's trying to export it necessarily. I don't know. I wonder where he got the
that's
funding
like
from.
Well, I didn't. I had a look at the end, and it seemed pretty local, but you'd have to check.
Yeah.
I think it was like
sorry, it was an Amazon. It was an Amazon
Amazon
film.
Studios,
What's going on with that? Amazon Studios making films.
Amazon Studios was on the start credit on the
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
telly.
I don't know. I think he also gets a lot of...
Unless they just did the distro for it.
Maybe. He gets a lot of leeway from his catalogue. I mean, you're not going to get $1 billion from any of his films, but, you know, people generally are warm to his films, I think. He's had awards. He's won a couple of Cannes things, I think, as well.
No, he's not fucking around.
He's not a joker.
You can tell by that.
Yeah, yeah. I've got just one thing I wanted to ask. When they were giving their quite erudite, very wordy, long speeches,
Up on the
everybody.
platform.
I mean, the magistrates, the judge at the beginning, all the, you know.
Bleacher. You see, they called it a bleacher.
Oh yeah.
The thing they were standing on, I spun out. It said bleacher on the back.
Oh right.
And I think that's where bleachers comes from.
Yeah, maybe
to watch things.
Oh right, that was just a wagon thing.
Like a wagon, but I think a
Okay.
wagon used to be called a bleacher, maybe.
Interesting.
Something like that. Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, sorry. You were saying.
No, I just wonder. Maybe 10 or 20 years ago, if we'd watched that film, it would have sat a bit more acceptably with us because of all this long, waffly dialogue. Maybe these days there's a lot of short, snappy exchanges, and you don't expect to hear a monologue of a couple of minutes in a film anymore, really.
I think even 10 years ago, that style of oratory was well out of fashion. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Good on him for doing that.
I think it was...
You'd have to commend him for it.
Yeah, yeah.
sorry,
not
good on who? Good on...
mate, filming it like
for
that.
having the long speeches.
And
and
not pandering to fucking the short thing you're saying.
I mean, were those speeches word for word? I mean...
I reckon they were, eh?
Don't know, but
someone
you'd
someone
have to-
recording it? You know, obviously they weren't recording it with...
No, but who knows? I wouldn't put it past him to find the transcripts and actually go, you guys have got to say this shit.
You'd be dipping that quill pretty fast, wouldn't you?
And
because it's old school, you're dipping quills. That's all you fucking... Feathers.
I thought it
always
sort
have
of
your
represented that all right, though. That was a bit of a farcical thing, the way one guy'd have his speech, then the other guy'd, you know...
Yeah.
You can imagine just thinking, these guys are so, you know...
Yeah.
They don't know what's what. Really.
I suppose you'd have your home feather and your travel feather.
But, I mean, you said before there's no nuance. Everybody was really broad, right? Like, you got the people, the poor folk. You've come all the way from Wigan. Do you want some bread? Oh, go on there, love.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they're sharing with people they don't know. And there's these twats up the top, you know, fighting over who's going to be the chief commissioner of the magistrates.
Yeah.
And
But it was like
it's me,
that
I've
in
got
those
the power.
days. That's what it's saying, though. It's banging you on the head with a hammer
It's
gun, but it
banging you
was
on the
like
head.
that in those days.
We were all caricatures in those days.
Yes.
It's like,
Penny
it's a
for
bit
your
like
thoughts,
that.
mister.
That's what it's asking you to believe.
3 farthings for a lump of shit. What's that? I don't know. It's just maybe that's right. But do we have to see all those cliches? Couldn't he have just softened? I can't believe that everybody was a cliche in 1819.
Who is meant to be watching this film? Who's the audience meant to be?
Maybe people from Manchester. Man. That's
People
what I'm
from
thinking,
Manchester
you know?
who've got
They're not. They're interested
want to get a
in the
sense
fucking,
of local history.
They're interested in the football. You know, they're not going to watch You mean older people from Manchester?
No, not older. I just maybe. I watched the film and it's like, fuck, it's probably, if you're from the area, you're probably going to engage with this film more than being like,
maybe.
Play that to a guy from fucking New Jersey, dude. I mean, what's he going to be thinking?
But, okay, I think it's supposedly...
in relation to distance from Manchester.
Yeah.
Oh, no, they're actually closer than us. Actually, a long way from Manchester's fucking here, really.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, why do we watch it?
Maybe we're a good example.
I guess it's for... if you're a conservative, you're probably not going to watch this if you do a little research on it. Nope, not interested, that's shit. If you're a lefty, you probably watch it and you've got those feelings anyway. So who's it for? I don't know. Students?
It doesn't take you down a path and then change direction at all. It's just one direction to one event, and then that's the end.
That's the end of it.
Yeah.
But maybe
It's almost like, oh, mate, to me, he's like, someone needs to record this.
Yeah.
I get that vibe from him, from watching it. Like, someone needs to put on film that this happened, and people... Because it was interesting chasing up the plaque, because the
The plaque in Manchester.
Yeah, because the old plaque used to say this was the scene of the Peterloo. It didn't say massacre. Battle of Peterloo. And that was it.
Yeah.
No deaths or anything. And they changed it to a red one recently.
Yeah,
Only
right.
in the last few years it said people fucking died here.
Yeah.
This was shit. Whereas the thing there for 100 years said, no, nothing really happened here. Move on.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
and everyone was pissed off about that, I think. So I think old mate made the film a bit angry. I think he wants to let everyone know that cunts are cunts still.
Yeah. Did you guys know about this massacre before the film?
No.
Yeah, so that's the good thing it's done, I suppose. If I have to give it a credit, any credit?
I think that's what the idea was.
Yeah.
I think that he made it to do this.
Yeah, but man, okay, you've seen Gandhi?
Yeah, love Gandhi.
Right. Oh.
No, I have not seen Gandhi.
Haven't you
That's
seen
one of those
Gandhi?
films. Gandhi
it's one of
and
those
Train
films.
Spotting I haven't seen.
I watch Gandhi every couple of years.
Do you?
Yeah,
So-
I really enjoy Gandhi.
Okay, so that...
I mean, I enjoy Indian history.
Right, well, there's a story, there's a history lesson in that film, quite entertainingly played.
Yes,
Right.
and in terms of accuracy,
Okay, well, there we go.
but Ben Kingsley's fucking great.
Yeah. So, what? I mean, are we going to ever get a film that hits an A for accuracy and an A for entertainment? Who knows?
Well, it's feasible. It's possible.
Yeah, maybe.
Like-
There's a really good book. I'll give it a plug. It's called Real History, REEL, by Alex von Tunzelmann, who writes for The Guardian. And she goes through a list of, I think, 100 or so films and rates them A to F
On accuracy.
historical
Yeah, right.
accuracy. I think she's a historian herself.
She sounds like she knows her shit.
She does, yeah.
Yeah.
And also, sort of, I suppose, quite objectively, the entertainment rating as well. And I've read that book, and there are not many that do the actual.
Oh, well, they follow.
A's,
Is it
yeah.
hard?
Yeah, you might get a proper A plus for entertainment and write down the D for accuracy or
I
something like
suppose
that.
it's a balance because if you do a documentary, you can have higher accuracy, but you're not going to get.
Well, no docos were in this. That's the point.
But
yeah.
you're not going to get the people. You're not going to get as many viewers.
Yeah.
So
for a documentary
I
than
like
you are for a
accuracy.
feature film. So the feature film, you have to kind of.
But do you think
Massage the
going
facts,
going
right?
back to Peterloo, could this have been better as a doco?
Yeah, I think so. It would have been better, but it wouldn't reach as many people.
I'm not sure this has reached many people.
Well, I think it's done better than a documentary would have, though.
We can never know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I see your
Oh,
point.
yeah, I mean, if
If
the
it
more
was
you
a
look at it, you
Netflix
can't diss old
documentary,
mate, but you're not going to watch fucking Star Wars, are you? You know what I
No.
mean? Like, it's meant to be accurate, and accuracy in films is fucking good.
Yeah, well, that's what-
I mean, we could go down 100 paths about accuracy in films, and when people make shit up when they don't need to, it's kind of shit.
I don't know, man. If you've got a kernel of truth in there and you're kind of telling a story, okay, maybe that's not true. The film, go and read about it after. Get a history book or go and look at Wikipedia even. You know, I'm not too bothered about people massaging facts if it's an interesting film. If it's a documentary and they're they're bullshitting in a doco, not really up for that. But.
Yeah, it depends on the film for me. Like when not to bring in another film.
here we go. Bohemian Rhapsody.
Fuck me.
Here we go. Look, this is not what we're discussing.
I know
Cheeky.
we're not, but I'm just saying you guys are talking about films and accuracy and like, fuck.
Yeah, that's what I kind of was hinting at this. I remember we talked about this.
Come on,
I don't
man.
care that there was a lot of bullshit in that film.
That's
it was
man.
fun, man.
It's
good
entertaining.
fun.
I mean, but that's a fun film, and I mean to hark back to Peterloo, another massacre.
Nice.
I would say that. Oh fuck! I mean, fuck. Old mate made the film. It's fuck. It's good. Sure, I find it hard to diss a film. When you look at when you actually
I
on
think you've been
record
pretty
dissing it.
successful.
No,
Well,
I think I've been
but
dissing it a
really-
bit more than you, Cheeky. Yeah, I mean, go and see his better films, and yeah, he's a good filmmaker, and his heart's in the right spot. I just think he missed a trick. It could have been, and probably should have been, a fun film. Yeah. So all round, quite satisfied that we saw this. Roly, would you see it again?
Only by accident.
Right, that's true. Late one night, flicking over. What's this? Oh no, it's this again. Cheeky.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, as an experiment. You could try to watch it every day for a month.
Like that old pitch drop experiment.
That's an
see how long
artwork.
see how long it takes for that.
Get cheeky to watch the same film every day at a certain time in a glass box.
It would depend on the film.
You'd be up for that?
Peterloo.
No, we can't do that again.
I wouldn't be up for that.
No. All right. Well, thanks for coming, Cheeky.
Oh, well, no, thank you for having me. This has been a very interesting experience.
You must do it again one day.
Well, the film, I'm glad I watched it.
Yeah.
I'm glad I watched it. Did I learn something? Fuck yeah, I did. I did learn something. I learned something about the massacre.
Sure.
But yeah, I get what you mean. The caricatures, the fucking ham. There was a lot of ham there. The guys in the room was pretty serious ham, man.
Lots of ham.
It's like a Monty Python sketch. Almost,
yes, exactly.
They were like that in those days.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah,
they were all Monty Python.
Yeah, I mean, you used to shit out in the thing, and 8 families to a toilet.
You mean you shit out the window? Yes. Yeah. All right. On that note, thanks, guys. See you again.
You.
Thank you for having me.
Bye.